Look, I'm just saying, rookie. This is why you either need to pack shorts or water-resistant pants. Don't give me that look. You gotta learn to trudge through your deep waters. And snow. And whatever you have to trudge through. It reminds me like the snow back home. Right, I don't think I've actually told you that I have a house up north where I used to live. I'll still keep the story secret from you for a little bit more, but the key points you just need to know are, I used to live up north, I had some depression-induced memory loss, somehow ended up in the south sector, and then I became your instructor. You can bother me all you want at the end of our journey. For now, we gotta get out of the wetlands as fast as possible, because none of the ground here is campable ground. It's all water. Rookie, now is not the time to be putting your foot down and demanding things out of me. Fine. I'll make a barter with you. I'll tell you something about me if you tell me something about yourself. Got it? Good. While I can't explicitly tell you how I ended up in the Snowlands, just know that I was there for a couple years. This was the time where I sort of grew up. I didn't actually grow up there, but it's where I learned about, the world, monster girls, the hero, and all of these different countries and kingdoms and whatnot. And it's also where I first joined the guild. And I was a rookie just like you at some point. Except I was stationed up in the north. So take that as you will. And it's thanks to me joining the guild that I was able to get enough experience that I was able to take on missions alone. And that led me to meeting my true love, Sorella. And it was weird because she was an Arachne up north with her sisters. I don't know how they got there, but I don't really care because I met her nonetheless. Fast forward a few months, the incident happens. I couldn't bear it. And I don't remember anything else other than the fact that I ended up in the southern regions in the grasslands. And so I did have a few days of where, I was not feeling well. I was down in the pits, but I remember the one wish Sorella wanted to fulfill. She wanted to see the world, see all the new sights, see as many creatures and monster girls as possible. So to fulfill her dying wish, I went to the guild and I got the job that let me do that. Being a monster girl instructor. And that's where we are now. On the journey, teaching you, while also fulfilling another journey to fix the world. And that's, leaving out some major stuff because my head isn't working quite right. Where I came from. And now you owe me something about yourself. Except not right now, because I still have to teach you about the common monster girls you will find in a wetlands. The Sahagin is an aquatic demi-human type monster girl, and they belong to the family of Sahagin. Their habitats are wetlands, their natures are honest, though they lack expression, and their diets are carnivorous. They prefer fish and animal. The Sahagin, also known as the fish lass, is an aquatic monster that lives in freshwater, such as rivers and wetlands. Their webbed appendages make them dexterous and swimmers, and formidable hunters that can put down prey with great accuracy. Sahagin are almost as expressionless as fish and hardly ever speak. As such, it can be difficult to grasp their thoughts. When an appealing man passes near the water, the Sahagin silently slides near him underwater and then leaps out and attacks him for sexual intercourse. It is said that her copulation bears a passion and intensity that makes her usually placid appearance unimaginable. Though it seems that Sahagin are silent and expressionless, the truth is that they show their affection not through words or expression, but rather through their erogenous zones. When a fish lass wishes to convey friendliness or gratitude, she brings their bodies close and kisses her lover with abandon. When she wishes to convey love, she quietly pushes her man down and slips his sex into her vagina. It might seem to a casual observer in this case that the Sahagin is merely using the man, but this tumultuous pulsation is her highest expression of love. As infrequent as it is for her to form words, her kisses, caresses, and unions are extremely frequent, proving that the Sahagin's silent and expressionless exterior belies rich emotion inside. Furthermore, when a Sahagin copulates with a man she loves, her expression does change, and most dramatically, into one of rich, melting pleasure. Her mouth opens to murmur inviting words and moans of delight that spill over one another. Sahagin wear what appear to be clothes but are actually scales, which they have the ability to shed and shift as their mood and desire dictate. Occasionally, they molt off these scales. The cast-offs can be worn as clothes and are in high demand among other monsters. As these garments tautly emphasize the lines of any sort of figure, gleam scandalously when wet, and enable copulation with only slight manual adjustment, it is not difficult to imagine why they are so prized among monsters. This puts the Sahagin's threat level as average. They can pose somewhat of a threat to a single hunter if you're not careful. The key features of a Sahagin are their high dexterity, only in water, high accuracy, their spear, their claws, and the fact that they are expressionless. Because of the fact that they are aquatic demi-human, this means that they share the same vulnerability to ice. Add on to that, they have webbed appendages. Now while they still have hand and feet structures similar to other monster girls, they won't have much problem, but it might get in the way of moving on land. Because the Sahagin is considered a stealth predator, their fights on land aren't going to be as extended, so they aren't really built for speed or strength when on land. However, because they are still a monster girl, we can say at best that they're going to be stronger than the average human, and at worst, at the same level as one. So the best way to handle a Sahagin is to be aware of one following you. After that, it's a matter of blocking the first strike in any manner. You can use a shield, you can parry it, as long as the first strike does not land on you. The third and most important step is to lead the fight onto dry land, or if you can't find dry land as these monster girls are found in wetlands, shallow water should work just as well. Once you've completed step 3, you can perform subjugation in any manner you want. And that's how you deal with a Sahagin. I know over the course of a few months I haven't been giving you that good information, but from this moment on, I'll be trying my best to go more in depth on how you deal with the situations you end up in. Now, if only you weren't captured during the ending bit. I really should have gone over it first. Now I have to go find the rookie. Thank you for joining me for today's hunt. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It greatly helps out the channel. But if you want to see more of my content, you can check out all my socials in the description below. You can see me live on Twitch, or you can check out my gameplay channel. I hope to see you all soon, and remember, stay safe and good hunting, everyone.